Hello, my name is Thomas Mobley, and I'm about to demo my assignment 2 video. First thing I will show is the three individual divs and the basic HTML layout that I have. Basically have all the head data, the style sheets. I included Bootstrap even though I barely used it. Got the link to the style sheet that I made for the assignment, the other requirement, and I also have the JS file. But for the HTML file, basically, I have a big div for the whole page, then 3 divs on the inside. The 3 inside divs I use columns without rows, so I can just basically take up the whole page and just show 3 individual block divs. So it looks something like this. I put okay, I guess I can go into that next. Yeah, for the CSS, I put I had a title selector, a class selector, an ID selector, and just a attribute selector. Let's see. Yeah, tag, class, and the title. I did that right there. For the tag, I gave it a dash border, color red. For the class selector, I gave it a solid border, and for the ID selector, I gave it a dotted border, colored it green. So basically, these are my 3 different divs, and I put 3 buttons in them. So that's the CSS and the HTML. For the JavaScript, I had a little trouble with, but basically, I logged into the console what this assignment is, homework 2. Basically, I have an alert popping up just to confirm that the JavaScript is working. And then for each button, I have a event happening. What I wanted to show in the event were the actual loops that were required for the homework. So here's my code for the for loop. I have for I equals 10, I is less than equal, greater than equal to 1, then I decrement, and return I. I was getting confused between return and document write. When I chose to use document write, it just read over the whole document, but with return, it placed the actual value back into the actual element. And also I made a function for the alert of the number in the string. I believe that's what it says. Yeah. Create an alert that consists. Okay. So I got those. Basically for the buttons, I added JavaScript to run the functions, and then what I wanted to do was put the results inside the div. So as you can see, for the first button, it just gives me 10. It's supposed to be all 10 numbers, but it just gives me the last number. I understand there's something I need to change up around here, but for that button, for this button, when I click it, I use document.write, and that's what happens with that one. This is the alert when the page is loaded, and for the last button, I just added a alert event when it's clicked, and with that I included the text and string variable alert with this button. So this button creates the text and string, and the code for that is right here. I created a function that took 2 parameters, one a number, one a string, and I created a variable that added them together. Then I created an alert that showed the variable. For the while loop, the one that rewrote over the whole page, this is the code for it. So I'm pretty sure the loop works. I'm just not sure how to put it inside the div. And this one I'm sure the loop works, but I'm not sure how to put all the numbers inside the table. Okay, and then as far as the dev tools goes, open it. I was playing around with this for a while. When I check the console, I get the log, but I get these errors, and I was trying to figure out. Basically, it's saying that Cloud9 can't load with the dev tools for some reason, and I think this is preventing my page breaks to stop. But basically, I found the JavaScript file under sources. I put page breaks at each function. I believe that's what we're supposed to do. Or I tried it for this one at least. And then I press pause on caught exceptions. So when I press the button, nothing actually breaks. But when I refresh the page, I get breaks. But I believe it's because of the errors that the console is receiving. So the page does stop and break on the actual page errors, but the errors aren't from my page. But yeah, I understand that this is the line that it broke on. So at this function, I guess it didn't work because the page couldn't load the correct CSS files. Then I can go to the next one and look at each error or each function to see where the errors are at. Okay. And for example of a site that uses Ajax, I guess I could just use like Google. Like when you start to type in a search, just how Grubhub comes up, but the whole page doesn't have to reload. You know, if I click it, the page comes up, but it's just the JavaScript is asynchronous, as you say, and the whole page doesn't have to load again for these different options to come up. You know, as you type, different options come up without the whole page reloading, just the search area. So that's an example of Ajax, simplest one I could find. And I believe that is one thing that I could do with developer tools that was not covered in class is, let's see, I can I'll have to get back to you on that one. Alright, well, that's about it.